Greetings everyone, I'm Stephen Yong from UCSI University Kuala Lumpur. Today I would like to present our team's innovation idea under the subcategory of science and technology. So our innovation is Hydropower Aquatic Bypass System incorporating artificial intelligence, fish recognition, a smart protection to fish species. Without further ado, let's begin with the introductions. So our innovation idea is the Hydropower Aquatic Bypass System, HABS, incorporating artificial intelligence fish recognition, AIFR, is proposed to replace the existing fish screen with frictional bypass passage to guide the fishes safely to the gate well and into the connection channel before releasing them into the downstream. It also consists of the sensors and camera at the collection channel to identify the invasive fish species that may threaten the biodiversity. So this figure shows the overview of the HABS incorporates AIFR, where the fishes are guided safely to the gate well and sent into the collection channel. So this is where the AIFR locates, which the sensors and cameras identify the invasive fish species before releasing them back into the downstream. So our innovation idea is actually created based on the few issues that has been faced all around the world. The first one will be the fish screen, a structure that is meant to prevent the fish from entering the hydropower dams, have obstructed the fish migration from upstream to downstream, and consequently leading to increasing fish mortality rates. It also reduced the velocity of water intakes, which further reducing the hydropower electricity generations. So these are the figures of fish screens, which obstruct the fish migration and reduce the water intake velocity. So next, due to the combined influence of climate change and urbanizations, the water is becoming increasingly scarce all around the world. It is known that almost 2/3 of the world population has suffered from the severe water scarcity for at least 1 month every year. And the disruption of water supply in many agricultural land also lead to the reductions of crop use. Moving on to usefulness, the fish with the frictional bypass passage, the fish species are guided safely to the gate well into the collection channel. This can actually ensure the protections of the fish species throughout the migration process which can reduce the mortality rate. And when the fish species arrive at the collection channel, the AIFR can detect the tracks of the fish species with sensors and captures the footage with cameras. So this data will be collected and compared with the open source database with the artificial intelligence to identify the invasive fish species that are isolated to protect the aquatic ecosystem. And apart from that, the water discharge is rechanneled to the downstream from agriculture and aquaculture activities, which create a sustainable water supply. So our innovation idea, HABS, also increased the water intake velocity and thus increasing the efficiency of electricity generations. For novelty, from the review of the existing hydropower plants, HABS is proposed with innovations from 3 aspects in order to tackle the issues related that I mentioned before. So our innovation idea, HABS, use a frictional bypass system, bypass passage, to replace the traditional fish screen, which has a higher mortality rate and reduced efficiency in hydropower electricity generation. It is also integrated with a novel technology, AIFR, to isolate the invasive species and preserve the ecosystem. And the water discharge from the HABS is rechanneled from domestic activities, which can create a sustainable water supply. And not to mention that our innovation idea, HABS incorporated AIFR, has not been created and manufactured. For commercialization potential, Our innovations idea HABS can be found from patent design with the purpose to be manufactured and commercialized in the global market. It can be also adopted to increase the hydropower electricity production efficiency and improve sustainability in terms of the water resource operations and management. So our target end user and consumer are not only limited to the hydropower related project, but also aquaculture industry for fish transportation. So that's all from our team. Thank you so much.